and awk. Okay, these three are pending fields, right? Coming to shell script, we have three pending commands: grep, set, and awk. Okay, what are they and why do we use them? Okay, so grep. First, start with grep. What is grep? Okay, so every letter in it has a meaning. Global regular expression print. Okay, so what does it mean? Okay, it will search input files for a particular string or a, or whatever pattern which you specify, and then print it whatever it matches it. It searches this particular input file or whatever place you specify. It searches it for a particular input or a pattern or a string, whatever you ask it to, and it will print it on the screen. Okay, so this is what is grep about. Okay, so this repeats the process. You might ask, Spandana, till what time would it do? It continues to repeat the process until and unless it reaches the end of the file, or it reaches the total, until and unless total data is sorted, is searched. It will not exit from there. Okay, it will search the entire set of file or entire set of directory or entire set of location where you asked it to search. Okay, so it is not going to, it is not like whenever it finds one pattern match or something, it will not print it and just exit there, but it will try to repeat the same until and unless it comes to an end of a file. Okay, so vi okay, fine, good. So it's just nothing. It's just example which I used earlier. So it is file1.txt is having some random data: apple, ball, bat, cat, mat, pen, pet, pin, look, whatever it is. Okay, book, boots, whatever it has. So now I'm trying to, I'll try to explain you this grep on this particular file. Let's see how we are going to use it. Okay, so when I did it, when I opened it, I saw apple. Okay, just remember apple. Okay, apple is there. Fine. So now so there are different types in grep. Let me first discuss and go. So first is finding a pattern. Second type is finding a pattern with line number. Third pattern is printing negative results and printing negative results with line number. Okay, and printing number of times the pattern has occurred in a file. And fourth one is case sensitivity. Next one, and trying to find the exact match and trying to print the lines which are next or which are present after the pattern match. Okay, so let's see how we are going to achieve all this. I'll explain you one by one. Grep, what is apple I wanted to find, right? Apple file1.txt. So it showed me whatever is there with apple. Apples, apple, at $, look. So let's open a file one and see what is there. Apple, right? Apples and apple. So app is found in so many places. Okay. So that's for one pattern. Okay. So now remember, remove it and say book. Book is not there. Okay, fine. We have boots and we have boot. Okay, with BOO. Okay, so it is searched for whatever it is found and it is printed. Fine. So now it's just finding a pattern and printing it out. Add hyphen in and see what it does. It prints it out along with the corresponding line numbers. Okay, it prints it out along with the corresponding line numbers. Okay, it could be any data which you wanted. So it has searched for app. Okay, so wherever it has printed it out now along with the corresponding line numbers. Okay, so it is printing the pattern along with the line number. Okay, so now let's do a trick. Let's do another one. Hyphen, remove N and put V and C. It printed you negative results of app. So it has printed you all the lines which is not having app. So it has printed all the lines which is not having app. Okay. So now add n to it. It can be added anywhere. Okay. N is just for numbering. So you can add n here. It says it prints out the negative results along with the line numbers. Okay. It prints out negative results along with the line numbers. Okay. Now -C. So C has printed something 3. What is 3? What is C? C is used to find the occurrence. Number of times tells the number of times it is actually the string is found. Okay. So it actually is it does not print it on the screen, but it tells the number of times it has appeared for us. Okay. So now we have seen pattern with line number, negative results, number of times occurrence. Now case sensitivity. Grep hyphen I. This for case sensitivity. Just printed it. So now let's see. We have with P we will check and see, not BO. Okay, hyphen I. There is boot, right? Capital BOO. Okay, see. So we have boot as well. Boot as well. It should print. When you say BOO, it should print it. It has picked up on. It has picked up. So hyphen I to ignore case sensitivity. Okay. So if you are not using hyphen I, let's see what will it print. It will print only the exact match. Okay. It is not going to pick other words which are in lower case. Okay. Or if you give smaller case, it will print the letters which are there in smaller case only. So now if you give hyphen I, it ignores case and prints all the patterns which are matched. You can use and here to print it along with the name, along with the lines. Okay. They can be used as a combination as well. So book, it is there. Or let's use boot. Oof. Let me put a capital one. Then it will be better. Because I should use a word, right? Okay. So it has printed all the things which are matching boot right now. So I've removed case sensitivity. I've ignored this as well. So I found only one. Okay. So now hyphen X. So what is hyphen X going to do? So put small letters. Okay, that's a better option to find. Next check word. Boot. It's printing two, right? What is that? Boot and boots, because it is also having boot there, right? So now put hyphen X. Okay. So what is hyphen X going to do now? Hyphen X is going to find an exact match. It printed only boot. It's not boots. You put S. Yes. So it is for exact match. Okay. So hyphen X for exact match. Let's change to pet or something. Okay, okay. So now I'll say grep, it is there twice, hyphen capital A 2. So what is it printing? It is printing next to 2 lines after the pattern match. Okay, next to 2 lines after the pattern match. Hyphen A 3. It is printing next to 3 lines. Okay, so you don't want to know where this particular string or a variable is there in a file, but you want to know what are the next corresponding 10 lines next to that variable. Just put a hyphen A10, grep hyphen A10, and what is the variable val1, or probably it's some variable followed by a file name. So which actually tells us how many times this variable is there in that file. Okay. So clear so far? Even do one more. Okay. So grep hyphen capital E B-O-O-T, yes, or let's go with pet, a better option. We're saying pet, right? Pet S, okay, it is file1.txt, which says that last letter is optional. Okay, it could be book. See what happens. It even prints boot as well, because boot is also, it is having last letter is optional, right? Book is actually not there, so that is the reason it is searched for a last letter which is having just add a last letter, could be anything, but only before whatever it is before pattern should match, so it has found it, right? Okay, and it can be used for another, if you want to search more than one pattern. How are you going to do it? Add a pipe symbol followed by look, probably. So it is found book, look, and everything, whatever is matching book and look, it has found out, right? So we have some, in Apple we have dollar. It is a special character. So how are you going to find the special character in a file? Slash that special character, whatever it is, space file name dot file name. So this special character is there twice in the file. One is it apple look and one other is in pen and pin. Okay. So it is, so if you want to find a special character, you have to enclose that special character within a single quotes before we have to place a forward slash. After that a special character, and both the forward slash and special character enclosed within a single quotes. That will help us find the special character in a file. Okay. So clear so far with grep, or do you want me to repeat something, or you have any queries regarding grep? Speak out, please. If you don't speak, how would I know?
These are fine for me, grep functions.
Okay, it's fine for you, Sandeep. Good.
Sampath, Sati, Somit, Hari, guys, please respond.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Guys, please respond. Otherwise, it's not comfortable to. Okay, please respond, guys. Spandana, please carry on.
Yeah, yeah. So grep is done, right? So now we'll go ahead with sed. So what is sed? S-E-D means it's stream editor. Sed is nothing but stream editor. Okay, stream editor. So what is it actually going to do? grep is finding a search pattern and printing it out. But sed actually finds a pattern, okay, and replaces that pattern actually. So it replaces that pattern in a output. It is not going to make a, so initially it will not make a permanent change, but there are options to make a permanent change as well. So actually takes finds searches for a pattern and replaces that pattern with the desired pattern which we want and then prints it on the screen. Okay, so let's see how it actually works. Yeah. So now sed hyphen small e single quotes s slash, this slash and single quote should be closed or else it will not work. Okay, so we will put boot. Okay, we'll replace boot with something. Boot with what? We'll replace it with look. Okay, set. So it is going to print the entire file. So wherever book is there, boot is there, it has replaced it with look. Okay, so but you can just see the change. Cat file1.txt inside boot, and boot is there inside. It is not replaced totally from the file, but the output is replaced. Output has looks only, it has look only. Boot is replaced. Wherever boot is there, it has changed to look, means boot is also changed to looks actually. Okay, so this is one type. Okay, so now there is one option which also works the same. So it is /g actually, which says that change everything in my file to whatever, to what, how many ever match patterns it is found, change everything. It says that /g says greedily change everything. Okay, now actually so now it is, I'm trying to replace book to look in a file1.txt. So now the simple command which we know, whatever output, rather than printing on the screen, we are using a redirectional operator which we have learned in the morning class to redirect output to a separate file, file2.txt. Nothing is on my screen. Vi file2.txt. Here actually wherever boot is there, it is replaced, which means that whatever output you are trying to generate as a result of the first operation is redirected and written to a new file, file2.txt. Okay, so this file2.txt has the later changes. It's like, no Spandana, I can't, it's not, results are not, is not only to be displayed on a screen, but I want the data for processing it for further, or I want that data for something else as well. Okay, or you have to replace one string, one variable, or one line in your file with a new one. Okay, and you want to keep a copy of the old one. You don't want to directly edit that file. You want to replace in all the possible conditions, because there are 1100 lines and this occurrence of this string is 250 times. So you're not going to go inside and change it 250 times, but just replace it using a set command, but not replace it permanently, because any change, we don't know, it might lead to some effect, some result. So you want to always create a new file and then move it over there, so that old one is always kept as a backup for us. So in that scenario, we do use this command. So let's write one more command, sed -i, okay, -e. I've added -i to it. So I'm saying, I'll say, yeah, boot to be replaced with cook file1.txt. It didn't give me any output. I didn't use a redirectional operator even, but it didn't give me any output. Open file1.txt. Can see there is cook. There is no boot at all because I asked it to replace it. -I is a -I states that you can it is like -I is for insert. It inserts the changes directly into this file only. It's not going to just display it on the screen, but it is going to insert the changes or make the changes applicable within the file itself. Okay. So S for search and replace, G for greedily, P for print, D for delete, I for insert, and A for append. Okay. So this is what all of the symbols mean. So we'll see one after the other. Okay. So now I'll do ls-l. So set -n -e let's get to long listed. This inverted cap symbol shift 6 probably with P. Okay. That P is different and this P is different. I'm a bit confused. It's not long listing everything. Okay. CD. Contracts, long listing. It's not working. Let's see a pattern only. That's a better option. Okay. Set -e. So again, we'll use Cook or Apple this time. Apple. Okay. Ask it to delete it in my files file1.txt. So it is given as an output deleting all the words with Apple. It has deleted and it has given as an output -d for delete. The same -p for print. Along with it will print. Okay. And what else? The end print. Okay. So now if I want to if you want to delete all the lines which starts with something, how are you going to do it? Okay. So now I'm saying that I want to delete all the lines which starts with D. How am I going to say? So sorry, which starts with A. Which starts with A. So how am I going to specify that? Says this symbol inverted cap says that all the lines which start with inverted cap and all the words, everything which starts with A should be deleted. So it removed all things which have started with A and it has displayed it here. Okay. So if you want to print specifically, some number of lines, probably not everything, you want only few number of lines. Okay, so from 1 to 5, let's say. So from 1 to 5 I want to print remove. Want to delete first 5 lines. It has deleted all the first 5 lines and displayed. How am I going to know whether it has deleted all the first 5 lines? File1.txt 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 till mat it is removed. See, it is started from pen. It is started from pen. It has removed all the lines from 1 to 5. It is not only 1 to something, it's a 5 to 10 or 3 to 6 or 10 to 20, whatever. You want to remove some lines totally in a file, you can use this command to totally remove those number of lines from a file. Okay. So if you don't want to delete everything, but you want to delete only a specific line. Okay, so how you want to delete all the lines, okay, except one. Let's see how we want to delete all the first lines. Okay, so said how hyphen e, I say 5, again 5 dollar d. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. It prints you only the first 4 lines. Okay, so it has removed everything apart from the first 5 lines. It has removed everything. So now you ask it to put only first 15 of them. It puts first 15 of them and removes means 15 minus 1, first 14 of them, and removes the rest of them. Okay, these are few patterns with sed actually. So what is awk? Okay, so third command which we have is awk, awk. Okay, so awk command. Okay, so awk command is not named after stream editor or global regular expression print or pattern match or something, but it is named after the people who have actually invented it. Okay, who have actually created it. It is named after them actually, so it doesn't have any meaning of that. So this has a few random examples. Simply we'll do some operations on a file, or we'll do it. Just give me a second. Video. I'm back. Sorry. So awk, okay. So awk has some pattern actually. Awk has some pattern. Okay. So it says it is something like awk has a syntax probably. So begin. This is nothing but the initialization of the awk command. Okay. Then the commands what you want to do, and then the finalization or the end of the commands. Okay. This is what we are saying about awk. Okay. Begin, some command which it has to execute, and then the end. Okay, this is the way in which awk actually is written. So now we have one more pattern, so we'll see that as well, but before that we'll see a few more examples. Let's say do ls -l in this, a lot of data, because we have a lot of files, right? We have got a lot of them. Very good. So now so much data we have got. So now do one thing, do ls hyphen l. Okay, so means pipe means after this execute this in parallel, after this execute this command. After doing ls hyphen l, on the output execute this awk command now. Awk begin, it should be in capital letter. Sum equals to 0, close it, and again sum equals to sum plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to add all these numbers, whatever I had. Okay, so let's add all these numbers plus dollar of 5, output of the fifth column I want to add. Okay, okay, I said end. Okay, now after that I wanted to perform some action. So what is the action I wanted to perform? I wanted it to print sum. So a simple awk command is written like this. Let's see what it is. It has added everything, all of these numbers, and come up with some number. You might have a doubt. Is it working? Now we will be able to do it. Let's count it by ourselves here. See on me, right? 4096 plus 2016 plus 47. If we we want to calculate, we'll just calculate. Just is it calculating the exact? Is it calculating the same thing or just trying to find something else? 2016 plus 4096 plus 47. This 6159, right? That is what it is displayed it over here, right? So it is printed the sum 6159 or whatever we wanted to print. Okay. So now it's like not only that, if you want to find some pattern match and then print, okay, that also could be done. Okay. So leave that and we'll just go ahead. This is one type of pattern matching. Pattern matching from awk from the command line. So there are many patterns. I have a note for it. So awk has syntax like awk. That is one begin sum. That is one sort. Another one is it has a search pattern, some action to be done. Okay, and on which file it should has to work. If it has to work on a file, on which file it has to work. Awk for, this is for awk for specific for file operations. Okay, so it is not only sum or something, it could be subtraction, it could be minus, or it could be print, or it could be delete. Whatever it is you want to do with that, play with that data. Okay, so you want to, I wanted to print a sum of it. You could do some other action on it. Okay, so now there is some data. Okay, fine. First one is default behavior of awk. Okay, let's awk working methodology it has. Okay, so search pattern is a regular expression and statements are actions to be performed. Okay, so now awk reads the input file one at a time, input file one line at a time. Okay, after that it tries to match for it. Okay, if no pattern is found, it will not perform any action, any operation. If pattern is found, then it will perform the operation whichever is specified. Okay, after performing the operation, okay, it does it until until the entire file is, or entire file is scanned in it, and then then it exits from there. Okay, we have some data. So we have cd programs, we have details.txt, so some data, number, name, designation, whatever it, technology, and some salary. Of print details.txt. So it is gone and printed it. So what is it? So it is not doing any searching for a pattern, but it is just going ahead and printing it. Action is specified in flower braces, and search pattern is specified within the slashes, within the backward slash. Okay, simple. So this is how you identify with an awk statement whether it's a search pattern or whether it's some action. Here it is an action, right? Print. Okay. Yeah. So from details.txt, whatever name we have tried to match it. Whenever it is there, I said details.txt. Defaultly, it prints it out on the screen. It's a default thing. Okay. So I can even go ahead and specify it over here, saying print. What did I do? Okay, I didn't put close it down. Okay, print. Both can be included within the same code actually. It can be different code as well, no problem. So now I wanted to search for another pattern as well. How many more patterns I want? It should be within a slash. Space, what I want to do, print. So it is found both of the details, both of Thomas and Nisha. If you want to print for a third one, just remove print from here and then again press enter. It will call for a cap again. Again give the name of the employee, whichever you want to give, and then go ahead, it will print it. Okay. So to find a name, a specific pattern and print it. Okay. So now it is not only that you don't want it to print everything, but print a specified field only. Print a specified field only. So how are you going to ask it to print a specified field? It was very simple. Awk print 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth one. So I wanted to print second and fifth one from details.txt. Just printed it. So now I want it to print first and second one. It's up to me. How many ever I want, I can get it printed. Okay, it's not everything, but I want only few of them. I can ask it to print 3 lines as well. Okay. $5. So it prints all the 5 lines. Okay. So now we know how to print the specific columns as well. Okay. So here we can use $NF, where NF includes the last line actually. I'll not specify it as 5. NF cap it should be. So it prints the last, whatever last field it is there, last field it will print it out. Okay. So this is one. So now I want to add something to this employee.t, what is details.txt file, whatever I wanted to add something. So what do I want to add? Okay. So I'm saying begin with the begin pattern which we have seen earlier. Begin. Okay. So print name, tab space designation, department and salary. Okay. And then go ahead and print $2, 3, second row, second column, third column, fourth column, fifth column with the tab space in between them, and then again print and again print report generated. This is the line which you want to print. Okay. So let's see how we are going to actually do it. Unexpected new line or end of a string and fourth. Right. So now this printed name, designation, department and salary. So it is just, it's a tab space. So here, department is very less, so the tab space is, it's just moved out. For the rest columns, it is, bit lengthy and small. So that's the reason why it is done. So, okay. So, this is one type of pattern of awk. Okay, AWK. So another one is finding out the, it's all basic database stuff which is done with awk. So finding out the employees which has some number greater than some number. Okay, first field greater than something or second field greater than something, last field greater than something, printing it out. Okay, so now it says that print all the numbers which has first field everything is greater than 200. So greater than 200, 300, 400, 500, 600. So you can actually make it $5 and greater than 7,000. Okay. And see. Okay. Okay, it is not taken it in this way. Fine. Why? Because it has a comma, it's not taking it properly. So if you want, we'll add one more line and see. Wait. vi details.txt. Insert 5,500. Okay, whatever, 5,000. 5500, 7,000, 9,500, 6,000, 5,000. Save it. $6. So it is printed whatever is greater than 7,000. We have only one field greater than 7,000, that is 9,500. go with 6,000, say 6 5s, 7 and 9,500 are the fields which are having values greater than 6,000. Okay. So next one is print list of employees which matches a particular string. Actually, list of employees which matches a particular string. Okay. So it has printed all the employees list which is actually matching the string. Okay. So it's technology. So 1, 2, 3, 4 of them are there. So it has printed it. If I take marketing in place of technology, it will print only that line which is actually matching this marketing. Okay. So on the fourth column actually I asked it to work on. Okay. So I have to specify the column on which this should work, or else now where will it work? NAGR, it will not print anything because there is nothing manager in fourth line, but it is a pattern in from the third line, right? Let us printed it out. One more last one. So if you want to print now, if you want to print the number of employees, the same thing which we did earlier, okay? So count is equals to 0 and then count is, or sum is equals to 0, sum equals to sum plus, 1 whenever it is trying to find this pattern, okay? So let's see how it works. It says begin count equals to 0 and from on fourth column find something which is technology. If you find this slash is for finding it, okay, search. So find something with technology. If at all it is found, then what is the action? Increase count to 1, okay, increase count 1 by 1, okay, and print what is the count, just print that number out, okay. Begin count equals to 0, sorry, awk begin. I'll take it out. Federation. Okay, it doesn't work. Huh? Number of employees in technology is 4. Department of technology is 4. Just printed it out. Okay. So if you want to print number of employees in department of manager from third column, go ahead and change this to manager. What is the column number? It's not 4 but 3. Will print number of employees and or whatever. I didn't change the print statement. So it is 2. Okay. So this is one type of awk pattern. So this is all about set, awk and graph.